Muted.
Good morning and welcome to the Pit Report. The AM Pit Report. I'm Mark Sebastian, founder of OptionPit.com. As a reminder, this is for educational purposes only. Now, this should be considered investment advice. Consult your financial professionals. Options have risk. Wanted to point everybody out that on our events page, we now have our Mastering Long Gamma and Owning Premium course listed. It's going to be February 4th. That's a Saturday. It's going to be a great class. And if you want to learn how to own premium, how to trade long gamma, straddles, strangles, buy directional options, all the fun things with owning options, this is the course for you. When it goes in our store, we're going to charge $300. But to start, it's only $190. So you get to see it live for $197, or buy it recorded for $297. You tell me what the deal is. As traders, I can tell you what the better deal is. All right, moving on. Here we got another slow one going today. The market's been bouncing between up and down, round and round. Nice little rally in the NDX, but the Russell's pretty flat, and the SPX is pretty flat, and you name it. Everything's flat, but the Nasdaq's up a touch. That's the one piece I would point out. And where are we getting strength? Your Amazons, your Googles, a little bit out of your Facebooks. Your tech stocks are pushing things higher. Your Netflix, your traditional FANG name. I don't think Netflix really has anything to do with Google, Facebook, or Amazon. Maybe Amazon because they stream, but other than the fact that they all exist over the other three are entirely different than Netflix. So vol futures are down a touch, not very much, with kind of this flat market. I would note that VIX is caught after we saw a nice rally in VVIX last night. So if you look here, not last night, last week, excuse me, folks. If you look at VVIX, it got over 95 last week and is now back to 85. So nice dumpage of option premium. Meanwhile, VIX caught a little bit of a bid, and I think it's into the Steve Mnuchin hearings today, and into the swearing in tomorrow. Right, and what's going to go on there? People are a little nervous about disruptive protesters. I don't think that will amount to much, but when people, I'll give them credit. The idea of a all-night dance party in front of the vice presidential estate is kind of funny, but. Even so, that's maybe rattling markets a touch. I don't think it's going to amount to very much. Never does. But that's pushing volatility a little bit higher. But we'll see. I think the Steve Mnuchin hearings. By the way, is there anything more fun than saying Mnuchin? It's a fun name to say. I'm very glad that he's the Treasury Secretary nominee, for the simple reason of getting to say Mnuchin over and over and over again. It's not very often you get a last name that starts with an M and an N. So that's a win for people that like illiterate, that like diction, if you will. That's what I was looking for. Was diction, not dictation. Oil up a touch, but it was off nicely the last couple days, and I think it's cooked. I think you're going to see oil back below 11, USO back well below 11 sometime next couple of weeks, because there's going to be some production announcements that potentially push it higher, and then treasuries are long-term bonds. They got them pretty deep low. I think we'll be looking toward test 118 shortly, and I like owning bond vol. I think bond vol is too cheap. I think that there is some value in owning bonds. For the day, it looks like the Nasdaq's going to pull the whole market higher. So I think you're going to see the S&P 500 green on the day. Don't be surprised if once Mr. Mnuchin is done talking, that volatility VIX drops off. It's entirely possible. I find it hard to believe they're going to trip up that guy. All right. And that's true. And in addition, there is some earnings this week. Google has earnings next week, but there's a bunch of earnings coming up. So that's just something to be aware of. IBM is tonight. I'm going to potentially play with that one. I'm doing a webinar today at 1:30 Central Time, and I'm actually be talking about earnings plays. So that'll be a fun thing. And we put out an email. Our webinar for the month is going to be next Thursday, so be on the lookout for that. All right, folks. If you got questions, you can email me, marketoptionpit.com, or you can call me 888-TRADE-01. Have a good one.